Got it. There we go. You ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go. One, two, three. All right, Carmen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to go over the basics of what the stock market does.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're only going to cover a few things. We're going to cover the seven things the market can do,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to cover the two reasons to take a trade.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to go over the seven things the market can do, and
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go over the two reasons to take a trade. Um, and then we may get into some more stuff just depending on what time frame we have. So what I'll do is I'm gonna type up here in the box, and then I'll say today's session.
Is this something that I should actively take like physical notes on or
You can, but it's going to be in the. I'm gonna let you know right now. Everything's going to be on the screen, so you
mm-hmm.
can take notes at your leisure, and you
Mm-hmm.
can kind of take notes as I'm giving it to you as well, because you'll see me type it in here.
Okay.
Um, seven things the market can do. Uh, and then two of the four reasons to take a trade. And this literally is part one. There's three parts to uh there are three parts to the lesson. And
Okay.
this is part one.
Okay.
Uh and we're gonna go rather slowly during the training sessions, and then we'll do another training session. Um and then we'll do another training session that'll be all the introductory training
Okay.
sessions that you'll need. But this is part one, and you'll see it. I'm gonna put it up here in the corner, and you'll see today's session. We're going to talk about the seven things the market can do
Mm-hmm.
and two of the four reasons to take a trade. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, one, the market can make a higher high, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one. And I'm going to show them to you on the chart too. Okay. So that's one. The market can make a higher high. Two, the market can make a higher low. Three, the market can make a lower low. Four, the market can make a lower high. Five, the market can make a double top. Six, the market can make a double bottom. Seven, it can make a reversal. Okay.
Okay.
Those are the seven things the market can do. So I'll go over them again, and then we'll get into the interactive part of the training. The market can make a higher high, a higher low, a lower low, a lower high, a double top, a double bottom, a reversal. And as a bonus today, I'm going to talk about swing high highs. Excuse me. Swing highs and I'm gonna talk about swing lows. Okay, so we'll talk about swing highs and swing lows as well. So let's go over this portion first. Move it where you can see it. All right. So we're going to go over all of that right now. We're going to make the screen a little bigger so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. 1 second. Let me move these things over with, because they obviously are. I need to make sure that you can see them.
Okay.
Move. And then move. All right. So let's talk about the higher high first, right? So if you look at, you pick any spot on here, but we're going to pick this one. We're going to pick, I'm going to make this, excuse me while I make this just a little, because I need to move this drawing so we can make sure we see everything.
Okay.
Come on. Where'd you go? I know how to get you. There we go. And move the drawing. All right. So higher high. You see this bar right here, and I'm going to highlight it, right?
Okay.
This bar right here.
The green bar.
The green bar, right? You see this green bar, right? You see this bar right here has you see the high of this green bar before it, right? This green bar here is higher than that, right?
Right.
So that's what you call a higher high.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a high high. It's simple stuff, but trust me, when you simplify it, it makes it easier to understand when it comes to reading the markets.
Right.
Okay. So you have this higher high here. Right? That bar is higher than that high, right? Now, this also has a higher low, because you see the low point on this bar previous to it has that low point. You see that? So now this bar here that's highlighted in green has a higher high and a higher low than the bar preceding it. Right? So that's one phenomenon that it can do: a higher high and a higher low than the bar that's preceding it. Okay, so this bar here has a higher high and a higher low than this one. Now let's talk about the lower lows and the lower highs. You see this bar here. Let's go to this red bar. You see this red bar here? I'm going to highlight it so that you can see it. You see that bar there? It has a lower low than this bar. Let me not do that. Let me do it this way. It has a lower low, right? But this bar is low is here, and this bar is low is here, right? So this bar here also has a lower high, because it didn't get any higher. So it has a lower low and a lower high than the bar that preceded it. See that? Does that make sense? Is that easy to see?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. And I know this may seem a little elementary, but trust me, it gets very complicated very quickly.
Right.
So let's go and find. So we've gone over the lower low and the lower high, right? So now let's see if we can find a double top and a double bottom. And let me see if I can find one, because those are harder to find, to be honest with you. But let's see what we can come up with. I'm looking for one and I don't see one yet. Hold on. I think we may have something. So let's go here. And let's go here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line. See this red bar here?
Mm-hmm.
And you go all the way across. See that red bar there? See,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to highlight these two red bars for you to see analysis. And let me go to my rectangle. This bar here has a high. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And this bar here, actually, there's a couple of them, but we'll highlight the one that I was talking about. That bar there has a high, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're the same high. That's called a double top.
Okay, you're talking about the two red
Bars, right? The
bars, right?
bar there
Uh-huh.
and the bar right there. The two
Right.
two red bars. So you're going to that's a double, these are double tops. Okay. So that's when you're talking about double tops, you're talking about two bars that are different that
Mm-hmm.
have the exact same high.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what you call a double top. A double top is nothing. You can say double, you can say two top, or you can say, but it's a double top
Mm-hmm.
and they have the exact same high. Now let's see if we can find a double bottom because that was, yeah, it took some doing to find that. So let me find a double bottom here. I think it might be one right there. If I'm not mistaken, I could be off. So let's see. Oh, it's perfect. So there you have a double bottom. So you have right here on that green bar
Mm-hmm.
and here on this green bar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what, let me do it like that and then let me move it. Let me move it there and move it here. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what you call a double bottom.
Okay.
The first the first one we looked at was a double top here.
Mm-hmm.
This one here is a double bottom. And they have the same bottoms. I mean, the price came down and hit the same point twice.
Mm.
So I'm gonna ask a question, and you know you're not supposed to know the answer to this, but I'm just gonna see if you notice. Do you notice what happens at the double bottoms and what happened at the double top to price? Do you notice what happened to price at those 2 points?
No, I did not notice what happened.
Okay, that's fine. They sometimes reverse. See how it hit that high, and
Mm-hmm.
then it receded off of that high
Mm. Okay.
to the downside,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this one here, it hit the one, hit the low, went up, came back down, hit this low. Then she took off to the upside.
Mm. Okay.
Doesn't happen like that all the time, but a lot of
Mm.
times that's what happens in double bottoms and double tops. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So then the next thing we're going to talk about are the reversals. Now I'm going to get back to my station here and I want to talk about there are four kinds of reversals.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to type them in here so that you can see them. And you can take notes as necessary. So let's see here. Type text. And then you have your four kinds of reversals are, as I reveal them, make sure I can spell right. Okay, good. You have one ABC pattern.
Okay.
You have two, 1, 2, 3 pattern. You have three, the 2B pattern, and you have four, the 3-bar reversal. I said hashtag reversal. I need to fix that. Okay, so then you have these here.
Mhm.
You have the 3-bar reversal. You have the ABC pattern, the 1, 2, 3 pattern. And let me move this so we can see it here. All right, so these are the kinds of reversals, and I'll give you a second to write that down. You have the ABC pattern, the 1, 2, 3 pattern, the 2B pattern, and the 3-bar reversal pattern. And we'll go over those patterns and when you let me know that you have that written down and you're ready to go.
Oh, I'm ready. It's written.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to move all over this chart because I have to find what we call the ABC pattern. So I have to get back to my time. Chart pair crosshair. Okay, good. And then there, and then we're at November 2023. So, okay, cool. All right, there we go. November 2023. So what I'm going to do is look for an ABC pattern. And then let's look for a good one. I know there's one in here. I want to make it clean. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so an ABC pattern happens after an uptrend, and it's not cool. So hold on, I'll take that back. That is not a good one. I want to show you as good a one as I possibly can, and I think we have a winner. We do. I think we have a winner. We do. Okay. So the reason why I kept scrolling is because I wanted you to see exactly what one looked like. So I'm gonna ask a question, and I don't want you to overthink it because it's a really simple answer. So it's probably going to be the simplest thing that you're going to come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what kind of what kind of trend would you say this is?
Um,
Up or down trend? Let me ask you that.
oh, up.
It's an uptrend, right? It's because the market just continually moving up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So an ABC reversal gives you what we call, and I'll type in the box so you can see it. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to type text. Okay, so you have what we call an A, a B, B, and a C. So the ABC pattern, right,
Mm-hmm.
has a higher low
Mm-hmm.
followed by a lower high,
Mm-hmm.
followed, and this is an uptrend. So an ABC pattern uptrend has a higher low, lower high, then a higher low. Okay. And then what typically happens is the trend then resumes in its original direction and goes up.
Okay. So I'm sorry, could you say that again for the ABC pattern? It has a lower high.
Okay, so it starts with a higher low. So I'm gonna type it out, right? So I'll type it out. No problem. Type it out here. It has a higher low.
Okay.
I'm gonna move it so you can see exactly where it's supposed to be. It has a lower high. and then it has a lower low. An ABC pattern has a higher low, lower high, and then a lower low. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then after that, it then starts to resume in the direction it was originally going. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what the ABC pattern does. Um, and then we'll get to the 2B pattern, right? Because the 2B pattern happens off of the ABC pattern, or can happen off of the ABC pattern. So we have here, and the ABC pattern compares this higher low right here
Mm-hmm.
and this lower low right here.
Mm.
Okay, so it compares those 2 points, and it becomes an ABC pattern once it breaks above the high of the bar here that
Mm-hmm.
broke the bar low here. So I'm going to repeat that again. The 2B pattern is complete when the when price breaks the high of the bar that broke the low. So this bar here
Mm-hmm.
broke the low of this bar here. So when price then comes back and breaks above this high, that ABC, I'm sorry, that 2B pattern is then complete. And now prices should resume to the upside.
Okay.
And I'm going to show it to you in the opposite direction. There you there you go. And then what we have here is okay. So now we want to look for an ABC pattern to go down. I want to see if I can find one. Just give me 1 second here.
Mm-hmm.
Need to find one going down. And there we have it, right? I don't know what just happened. So let me see. Oh, I see what happened. I got mine. There we go. So we have a downtrend
Mm-hmm.
here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then now we have again our ABC pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be, and I'll show you this too here. You have your, let me get this type text. So then you have your A, B, and C pattern there, right? So you see now the ABC pattern going down has a lower high, higher low, higher high. Let me write it down so you can see it, right?
Okay.
So it'll have a lower high, that there so you can see it. It'll have a higher low, and then it'll have a higher high. All right. So in this case, right,
Mm-hmm.
the 2B pattern is very simple because all you want to do is look for that high point
Mm-hmm.
of that lower high. And then this is the bar that broke that high, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 2B point is a breakdown below the low of the bar that broke the high.
Okay.
And let me move this here so you can see it. So that's the low of the bar that broke the high. And then once it does that, the downtrend, I have it drawn in with the arrow, but I should have drawn it, I mean, with the line. Let me draw the arrow here. The downtrend at that point should resume, right? Should just continue down
Okay.
like such, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once it breaks this low. So this is the high. This is the bar that broke the high. Once price then comes and breaks down below that point, then we're looking for the trend to resume to the downside.
Mm-hmm.
So those four, I'm sorry, that's two of the four reversals. We talked about the ABC pattern.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the 2B pattern, both
Mm-hmm.
in an uptrend and a downtrend.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's talk about the 3-bar reversal next,
Okay.
right? The 3-bar reversal, we'll go to a different area on the chart so we don't, you do have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have that part? Okay, cool. So then the 3-bar reversal is, let me find a good one that I can show you that's easy to see. That's perfect. Okay. So a 3-bar reversal takes into account 3 bars, and we'll both look at a long and a short. Okay. And what happens is I'm going to separate these charts out some
Mm-hmm.
so that you can see them, and you can see we're going to count them here. The 3-bar reversal counts for, and I'm looking for my tool to type my text. Okay. So we have 1 bar,
Mm-hmm.
we have 2 bars, and then we have 3 bars. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The 1, 2, 3 reversal is when bar 3 gets above bar 1.
Okay.
And that is basically a 1, 2, 3 reversal. When you have 3 bars as such, and
Mm-hmm.
then you have the third bar to get above the first bar's high.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So on to the next one. Now we'll look for a 3-bar reversal down. I think I see one. Let me make sure of that. There. That's really tough. That's really tough. Hmm. Let me look for one to the downside now. And that's not going to work. Okay, so let's just keep looking. Yeah, these are a lot of. Okay, come on. Now I know you. There we go. Okay. So a 3-bar reversal to the downside would be this is bar 1,
Mm-hmm.
And I'll type it in here. Hold on 1 second for me. Tools. This is bar one. This is bar two. And then this is bar three. And then once price then gets below the low, excuse me, when price gets below the low
Mhm.
of bar three, your 1, 2, 3 reversal is then intact and complete.
Okay,
Simple
so
as that. All right.
mhm,
All right. So now we've gone over the ABC reversal, the
mhm,
1, 2, 3 reversal, the 2B reversal,
mhm.
and now we'll go over the 3 bar reversal.
Okay.
Okay. The 3 bar reversal looks just like a 1, 2, 3 reversal, except in this case, you have, and I'll use this because this is a perfect example right here. Let me give this example right there. That's perfect. So type text here, and then this is 1 bar. This is 2 bar. This is three. And I apologize. Let me stop. Let me start over. Let me start over. Let me start over. That's a different variation of the 1, 2, 3 reversal. Let me do the 1, 2, 3 reversal like this. That's my apologies. I got
Mhm.
ahead of myself. So let me stop. Scratch that.
Okay, so the other pattern that we just finished, that was the 1, 2, 3 pattern.
That was the 1, 2, 3. That was the 1, 2. That was the 3 bar reversal. The pattern here is the 3 bar reversal.
Okay, that one right there.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is the 3 bar reversal.
okay.
1 bar, 2 bar. This is the 3 bar. So that's the 3 bar reversal. A 1, 2, 3 pattern is I got ahead of myself, and so
Okay, so that's what we're doing now is the 1, 2, 3.
is what we're doing now.
Okay.
2, 2, 3, correct. So the 1, 2, 3 reversal is it's easy to see. Oh, that's it right there. Okay. A 1, 2, 3 reversal is when you have price going into a downtrend, or like if you're looking at a downtrend and then
Mhm.
you're looking for it to apt to reverse. So let's look at it here. Arrow, arrow, arrow. So you have this down trend, right?
Mhm.
And then you have, let me get my tools out, type text. The 1, 2, 3 reversal is here, is 1, 2, and 3. And that involves a series of bars that we call swing highs and swing lows. That is what I told you would be the bonus. So if you have a series of 2 or more bars going in an upward direction, right?
Mhm.
And then a series of 2 or more bars going in a downward direction, like such. And then
Mhm.
it doesn't break the low of 1. So you have 1, and then you have 2, because this then forms what you call a swing lower high. And we'll get into that in just a second. And then that lower high comes down and it doesn't break the low of number 1. If it turns back up, then you have a 1, 2, 3 reversal.
Okay.
So that's to the upside. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, and the swing is again 2 or more bars going in one direction. And then the swing down or swing low would be 2 or more bars going in a downward direction. Okay. So
Okay.
that's the 1, 2, 3 reversal to go up. So you have a downtrend, and
Mhm.
then that downtrend is then interrupted by giving you a lower high. You're thinking it's going to continue, but it does not. Instead, it literally stops before it gets to number one, and then turns back up and goes in the opposite direction.
Mm.
Okay. So that is the 1, 2, 3 up reversal. Now let's talk about the 1, 2, 3 down reversal. We got an uptrend, 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 and then you have that is a very deep. That's very deep. So let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. That is perfect. I think. I think. Let's see. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So you have this high, right?
Mhm.
So you have this at one. Let me type my box in. You have that at one.
Mhm.
You have this at two. And then you have here at three. Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3. And the third high, is a
Mhm.
lower high than the previous high. Because if you look at here, just to show you here, that's not what I want to do. I want the line. There you go. And if you look at this high right there, price did not get above one, right? So
Mhm.
it came down to two or more bars going down, so a swing low, two
Mhm.
or more bars going up, which is a swing high.
Okay.
But this swing high is lower than this high over here. When price then goes back to the downside, right there, when price then goes down here,
Mhm.
and you have a series of red bars start to form, like so,
Mhm.
then you know for a fact that is going to resume to the downside as it comes down here,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Mhm.
So now we've gone over the 7 things the market can do.
Mhm.
We've gone over the 4 kinds of reversals. Now let's go over the only two of the 4 reasons to take a trade, in my opinion. Right? This is just the way that I trade.
Mhm.
Uh, there are a few more ways that you can get into trades, but I'm going to highly suggest you stick to these 4. You'll make a lot more money.
Okay.
So now let me get back to my November 2023 area. Right?
Mhm.
The next thing we're going to talk about is this right here is a swing higher low. So I'm gonna get my line here and I'm gonna draw it, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna draw the line. You got here, 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 and then you have here. All right. At this point, this is a higher low.
Mhm.
This right here is a higher low. Okay.
Okay.
That is where you want to trade. The
Hmm.
first higher low after the change in trend. Because you can see that it was in a downtrend here. You see it went into a downtrend,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So when it goes into I'm messing up here. Hold on here. There we go. Arrow. So we got a downtrend here, and then you have it reversing and going back into an uptrend because this is a low, this is a higher low, this then becomes a higher high, and this is the first higher low in a downtrend. I mean, first higher low, excuse me, in an uptrend. So this is a higher low. So that's one reason to take a trade is a higher low, the first higher low in an uptrend. Okay,
Okay.
and that's one. And then let's look for the same thing in a downtrend. And oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So we now have an uptrend. Excuse me while I get all this out of the way.
Mhm.
We now have this uptrend. Right? And
Mhm.
now it's trying to go into a downtrend.
Okay.
And let me, and then as it's trying to go into a downtrend, you can see the uptrend here. And then I'm gonna go back to my lines and I'm gonna draw this so you can see how chaotic it is. So you got here, here, here. So it's really not in a, it's not in any kind of trend, right? It's just moving sideways. But then
Mhm.
she goes into a downtrend by making a lower low here. So now she's going into a downtrend. Now this is your first lower high in a downtrend.
Okay.
So this is where you will going to want to take that trade going to the downside here. So that is it for today. Because I can go on and on and on. I told you 30 minutes has been about 40. So what I want you to do is look over that. I'll
Mhm.
give you a quiz the next time we talk.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
So did you understand that? That's the next question. Did you understand some of the stuff that I was going through? Did I go too fast, too slow? Give me your thoughts.
I understood I say like 50-50. Um, and that's just only because my learning style, like I have to watch it several more times and really hone in, but that has nothing to do with you. That's just how I learn. I have to watch it over and over to pay attention to every little, you know, thing.
Detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
get it.
no, I'm definitely learning from that.
Okay.
Hmm.
And that's why I recorded it. So you're more than welcome to, get the recording and look at it over and over again if you want. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll share the link with you from YouTube,
Okay,
and
that'd be perfect. Yeah.
you can then take a look at it. But I'll cut it so it's not super, super long. Um, but I just hope you got something out of that because the next step, everything that I teach you is going to build on itself. This is the basic foundational thing right here.
Mm-hmm.
There are several kinds of charts, but I'll only show you two or three. Uh,
Right.
we'll get into that next time
Mm-hmm.
because all I use is candlestick charts, and
Okay.
that is what this is called. This is called a candlestick chart. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, ma'am, that is it. I appreciate you for showing up, and we will talk to you on the next lesson.
All right. Thank you so much, Will.
All right, cool. We'll talk later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.